Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will learn how to create and animate a cloth flag. So we will use some space wraps in this video. With no wasting time, let's start our tutorial. Go to the front viewport, maximize your viewport, and create a plane, something like just select the plane, draw it in your front viewport, just right click anywhere in your screen to be out of the plans command, go to the modify panel, and in length simply type 175, hit enter, and in width panel just type 100, and the segments just type 20 segments in length and also 20 segments in width. Okay, so that's the object we had just created. Now being in your front viewport, just go and select select and rotate tool, and I will also prefer that on your snap toggle, angle snap toggle, just move your object to something like 90 degrees and leave it. Okay, that's good for now. Go to your perspective view, maximize your perspective view, select the plan and move him above the grid. Okay, as we had created a basic shape of the flag, so now we will create a cylinder that will be a present flag holder. So just go to your top viewport, maximize your top viewport, and just go in the create panel, then in the geometry choose a cylinder. Just draw a cylinder roughly here. Go back to the modify panel. Now let's adjust some properties for the flag holder. So in the radius panel, just type an amount of something like 3 and hit enter. Just scroll down to the height and type 312, hit enter. Okay, let's go to the perspective view. I'm sorry, and you can see what we had created. Now in the front viewport, just to give a proper place to your flag, just select your flag and move him the y-axis just slightly to a very proper position. Okay, now go back to your perspective again, and you can see just what we had created. Just move up a little bit our flag to the upward, and I think that's good now. Okay, so we had created our flag and a flag holder. So now we are going to apply a cloth modifier on our flag. So just select the flag all of us, go to the modifiers, scroll down to the cloth modifier, select cloth. Okay, we had applied a modifier on our flag. So on the cloth drop down list, just select group. Now go to your front viewport, maximize, and zoom in a little bit to your flag and nude. So just select all the end vertices of our flag with the region selection, and then just click on a group, make group, give this group a name like flag cloth, and hit OK. Now with the vertices still selected, go to the nude option, and when the nude option is selected, just select your flag holder. As you can see, how we will be notified to that we had selected our flag holder. So you can see here in our flag created group, you can see here new to cylinder, because we had not given the name to this cylinder yet, so there is appearing a cylinder yet now. Next we will put a gravity in our scene. Just go back to and just navigate your 4 viewports. In the create panel there is a space wraps, so just select a wind icon, and I will prefer in the left viewport. Just maximize your viewport and just drag a wind icon here. Sorry, just a single wind icon. Okay, just select your icon, and on your select and move tool, scroll him down, straight forward to the flag. Now go to your modify panel, and you can just change the size of this wind icon. One thing I must tell you that the size doesn't matter or doesn't affect on the wind's force. So we had created one. Now go back to your space wrap, and this time just choose gravity. So click on the gravity and go to your top viewport and drop it near the flag. Once again, size doesn't matter. Okay, now go back to your left viewport and select and rotate tool. Now this time just off the angle snap toggle because we don't need it, and move the gravity icon something like this. Okay, move him a little bit to the upward. Okay, now go back to your perspective view. I think we must also set a wind icon a little bit. Just go back to your top viewport and move this wind icon a little bit backward from this from our flag. Just go back to your perspective viewport. Okay, now as you can see, we had created a wind and a gravity function in our scene. Now we are going to animate our flag, so just click again on the cloth to exit from the group rollout and go to object properties and then choose one of the presets. Just go to modify panel, and there is your object properties. Click on that. Be sure your cloth modifier is selected. Just click on the plan because we are going to convert this plan into a cloth. Just click on the cloth, and in the drop down list just select silk. Okay, that's enough for now. Just click on OK. Next thing we has to do is just go to the cloth forces select both wind and the gravity, and move him from left to right. Just click OK. Now we has to change a little bit in our timeline. So just simply go to this timeline configuration, click on that, and in the end time just type 250 and hit enter. As you can see, our timeline is increased from 100 to 250. Just click OK. Okay, now we are going to simulate our flag. With the flag selected, just to as you can see, our progress is checked. Just click on the simulate, and there's the results you can see. Okay, I'm gonna cancel at that point to see the results. That's how we are going to deal with our flag. Just to simply click escape to come out of the simulation, and just play on this play animation, and we can see the results. As we had not created the full animation, because in the sake of seeing the results, just play him again. Okay, so I think we had some changes in our gravity icon. As you can see, at that point we had created an animation, and we cannot cancel it from simply going this on or click on undo selection or undo our creations, because animation has its own principles. So with this flag selected, go to the erase simulation, and our animation is now cancelled. Simply just go back to the gravity icon, and at that point I want to move him just a little bit to the upward, and I also will move this wind icon towards the flag. Okay, now just go back to your flag and click on simulation, simulate once again, and let's see how our results are. So here we go. I will pause my recording during the simulation just because it was taking a little bit time. So after completing our simulation, just go to from the start frame, just click on the play animation, and you can see our results. There we go. I think this is just good animation we had created. Okay, it's good. Now you can just make lots of changes, and you can play around with this gravity and wind options. You can just change more and many times good animation than me, because I was just making that animation to make you learn this tutorial. That was just for the demonstration sake. You can just make your cloth more smoother than this one, and I will prefer you just to apply an shell modifier on that. Just select the shell modifier and click OK. Okay, now also apply a turbo smooth on that. Okay, I had also applied a turbo smooth, and let's take a of little bit look into our animation. So you can see our flag is more smoother and looking good than previous. So that was a little bit tutorial on flag animation with cloth. This was very basic methods without using any plugin or any third-party other script. That was very simple and easy way to animate and to create a flag. It will be good to ask him an animating flag. I hope you will like this tutorial.